Welcome to Accuracy Third.
Oh shit, I'm Beth.
I'm D-Day.
Oh shit, I'm Rex.
And this is our end of season burn barrel. You're getting ready to go to Burning Man. We are, at the very least, Beth, already at Burning Man. I'm probably going like tomorrow, and Rex is heading out the day after that.
Oh shit. I might be on a forklift right now.
So we're packing. You should be packing. Packing for Burning Man.
Bro, you know I'm packing. Bro.
Horrible.
I'm sorry, I'm leaning into my podcast bro thing now. I'm
awful.
I'm going to go get myself a broccoli haircut.
You're fin-doming them. I'm supposed to be red-pilling them.
I'm glad we're taking like a month off of podcasting so you can chill out.
It's weird that, like, podcasting doesn't have drive time spots, but in a way it still does.
We will never recover as a society by the damage done by Baba Booey.
I'm a grease man guy myself.
What a noodle.
Dropping trow.
I'm slinging it.
It was so, like, my kid has never heard shit like that. And, like, I don't really filter the YouTube that I watch from him because he's, like, a thoughtful, inquisitive guy and isn't going to run with something that he finds out is inappropriate and how. But Jesus Christ, the Grease Man was just on terrestrial radio when I was a kid. Like, talking about fucking and being a Vietnam War vet who's an alcoholic. And then he was too racist to be kept on the air.
Oh, what-a-dee-dee. The FCC's coming after me, the Greasy Man.
But this is Accuracy Third. We're not on the radio. This isn't a show that anyone would advertise on. We are really, truly the antithesis of the deep state media.
We've been on the radio. We've been on the radio at least twice.
Yeah, I said fuck on the radio
Yes,
a bunch of times. I'm not great at the radio anymore. Thank you, podcasting. I no longer have to be on the radio.
I can't believe you can't say fuck on K-poo.
You can't call it K-poo. You can't. There's a sign right there. Don't call it K-poo. Don't say fuck. At least I didn't call it K-poo. But today on the Burn Barrel, we're going to have some Would You Rather responses from me, Rex, and the babe.
Uncalled for.
And we also have some AMAs from the Discord, and we just have the three of us sitting around chatting about the media we like. Beth, what's the media we like?
Oh shit. I would say the three of us, one of the things that makes us all friends, we share an ability to dissect and talk about and think about media on a level that is entertaining. So I would say the media that we like is an amalgamation of artistic, contemplative, brash, funny, leftist
reality television.
Only a little reality television. Rex isn't in for almost any of the reality TV. I think the stuff that we overlap on is like directors, like Jordan Peele, Ari Aster,
Jordan Peterson,
and
Peterson.
The Daniels. You know, the Coen brothers. I think that a lot of our overlapping vocabulary when it comes to art is around movies and TV and specific creators. Mm-hmm. But we also read a lot of books, shockingly, for this day and age. And we share some of that as well, like M.K. Jemisin being a foundation of science fiction magnificence.
Yep. It's brilliant.
So I don't know. I think our overlapping things are sci-fi, fantasy, horror-esque, humor, and really, well, obviously, we're right in that it's really good art.
And some of that sci-fi and humor art that is very, very good and surprising that everyone, including your kids, if you are listeners with kids, or if you are kids who listen, what a horrifying prospect that is, turn your eyes to a little film called Brian and Charles. Heartwarming, funny, creative as shit, made by a goofy dude and an artist in Wales during the pandemic.
Can't co-sign it, can't vouch for it, haven't seen it.
I just made Joe watch it.
It's great.
His response was, I can see why this means a lot to D-Day.
It does. My kids loved it. My folks loved it. Great film. Brian and Charles. What a surprising delight. Never seen a film like Brian and Charles. That said, I think it was completely overshadowed in the year it came out with Poor Things, a much more spectacular version of a Frankenstein story.
There's a new Frankenstein story coming out, too.
And a Wolfman.
And a Wolfman. Love a Wolfman.
We'll see. There's only been, like, maybe one good Wolfman, and that might not be that good.
I really surprised Beth with Peacekeeper.
Oh, yeah. Peacemaker.
That's right.
Really surprised Beth with my new gun.
My new gun. Beth was not expecting Peacemaker to be the sentimental piece of work it is.
James Gunn has been funny as shit quality since back when he was making films for Trauma. James Gunn is one of the contemporary filmmakers who I have somehow been following since, like, he was making shitty films that I watched on, like, DVD in the early 2000s.
Is he involved in the new Toxie?
I don't think so. But there's a new Toxie. Can't wait to see that.
Cannot wait for a new Toxie.
Peter Dinklage, Toxic Avenger. Check it.
A movie so good it took 3 years to get distributed.
Sure. Like, what do you expect? It's a Toxic Avenger. You're looking for class from the remake of Killer Tomatoes from Outer Space? Don't. It's not what it's for. But what we're for right now is some more burn barrel shenanigans.
Shenanigans? Schmamangans.
Doop, 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 doop.
Nah, son.
Now we're recording.
Oh,
You're casting your pearls before swine there.
yeah. Well, that's me. Baby, we should also warm up. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think we need to do a warm-up before we get into some AMA questions or would you rathers.
Oh, are we finally doing this?
We have a lot to go over.
Well, come on there. Come on, Pokey. Give us the questions.
Any preference between would you rathers or ask me anything?
Oh, I have lots of preferences. Just read one.
All right. Would you rather from Stage Dive? Beth, would you rather reach into a Porto to grab your phone or run the ultra marathon?
Oh.
You looked like you were about to answer immediately, and then just a wave of cognition crashed over you.
Whew, that is a tough one. God damn it. I mean, I would rather run the ultra marathon.
But I am going to reach into the Porto and grab my phone.
Which I am more capable of, which are of the two I could feasibly do. That is the accurate question.
You could walk the ultra.
Certainly, over numerous days, I can absolutely walk 30 some odd miles.
The good news for this scenario is that I'm someone who brings a backup phone locked in the glove compartment of my car just in case I ruin my phone at Burning Man. And when I'm driving out, I don't have something to call people with. So
I don't let my phone leave the structure that I'm living within. It never goes to the Porto with me. It never goes anywhere the fuck with me. What am I going to do with my fucking phone?
how do you play Radiant on the shitter without bringing your phone with you to the shitter?
Here's this wild thing. When I'm on the shitter and I'm like, man, I don't even have a shampoo bottle to read, I just think nice things. I'm just like, what if A, B, or C?
I got to distract myself from the horrors happening in the Porto John next to me.
I don't know how you get by without sitting on the shitter looking at your phone and cursing at the participants whose arrival has destroyed your cellular connection.
Pretty good, guys. Pretty good start.
Ugh.
I think this burn barrel is a success. Listeners out there in listener land, Rex just sparked up a fabulous little blunt for burn barrel right now. So hopefully our responses get just a little more disconnected as we make our way through them.
Blunt barrel. Burn blunt?
I'm already inebriated, but that's because I've had to emotional today in ways that I wasn't expecting.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No,
Or
it's
I'm
good
not.
for me. It's good for me.
Oh, good. Good. Well, here's an emotionally resonant question for you from Spooky Dookie. Would you rather open, quote unquote, the bucket you found during resto, or drink from a random bottle found in deep playa? I'm going with the bottle every time. Worst case scenario, that's pee. But you never know what's been in the bucket.
That is certainly not the worst case scenario.
I mean, drink from / open seems like a big difference. Like, I can look at a pile of poo. I can feel disappointed at a pile of poo, even covered in cat litter, or just the grossest poo I've ever seen is better than having, like, just put some random dude's urine into my mouth.
What if that bottle is like dosed out G at a cap full ago, and you just fall all the way out?
Well, that would not be good.
No,
that would not be good at all. But the good news is it would be bitter as shit when it touched my lips. Doesn't say I have to chug the whole thing. I know a beer bottle full of warm G when I get it. And also, if I'm not mistaken, and I very well could be, I think G needs to be refrigerated or it starts breaking down.
Harm reduction first.
I'm just saying whatever that bucket is, it's not the same thing as drinking whatever it is that was in this bottle.
Okay, so one of the three of us
in it
is adventurous, and two of the three of us are conservatives who want to take away your grandparents' Social Security.
I was told recently that I am actually very open to new ideas, despite the way that it makes me feel.
Huh. Well, the more you know, I guess. Beth, would you like to read a couple of these to me and Rex?
Sure, absolutely.
Nice.
DJ, Rex, would you rather do without footwear or personal shade?
Personal shade. Every year, I don't bring personal shade. I have never brought shade for myself. I've had shade like maybe 3 years that I didn't have air conditioning. And the rest of the time, I'm just hot in my tent, and it's fine.
I can do without shoes. I don't get the playa foot like some people do.
God damn, that's so close to being the cold open. Just out of nowhere. I could do without shoes.
D-Day.
Yeah, Beth, shoes
Rex,
or shade?
Would you rather camp in a camp full of your own exes, you don't get to choose which ones, or camp where your only other campmates have all dated each other and ended on bad terms? God damn it, Casey. What a great question. That is a nightmare.
So my exes or the rest of the camp's exes?
Right. Like
Your random smattering of exes, you don't know which ones.
They're all your exes, but you don't get to control which ones, or you're in a camp where everyone else is exes.
I don't think I'd have an ex that I'd have a bunch of drama with, so I'm going to say my exes.
So here's the thing. I'm torn. In a way, I'm usually not torn between poop bucket or drinking a piss bottle. Because the vast majority of my exes, I would be fine being in a camp with, except for like 4 of them.
There's some landmines in your history.
Dude, you don't even know the real landmines.
Yeah, that's why it became complicated for me.
Because of my landmines.
Most of my exes all of my exes are complicated. I'm still with all the people who are not complicated. Oh, well, there's one. If there was one dude, it would be great and fine and happy. Literally every other ex that I have at this point.
So I don't think my ex-wife counts as my ex. Let's just say that. Let's just say that right there.
What are you even saying?
Because she's not coming out. She's got to watch Kodak. But even if I were out there with her, that would be fine. But I have been stalked by one of my exes, so I don't particularly want them out there. I do and have camped with others, and it's fine. But it's not really funny, probably, for me to camp with a camp full of my exes. As funny as it is and as many stories as it would produce if I was in a camp just full of melted down other people's relationships.
Honestly, I was leaning hardcore that way, where I'm like, I love it's a deep innate pleasure of watching other people's relationships like deal with the reality of how hard it is to have feelings for other human beings. So I would happily, as long as I can walk away from camp, I'm happy to watch a camp implode.
I like my home space to be, nice.
But like, is it nicer with your exes or with other
with
people?
a bunch of other people's fighting exes? Yes. Yeah, my exes would
Rex's exes are pretty great.
Yeah, no, I understand. My exes are problems. Only 2 of them.
The thing is, like, my problem exes aren't the kind of problem exes who would, like, ignore me or what I'm up to.
Yeah, no, that's what a problem is.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's what's great.
Oh my! Why don't you tell me that before I get in these relationships, Beth?
My exes would just leave me alone.
Yeah, I think we've now both acknowledged that Rex is more healthy end of relationships than you or I have.
No way.
Yeah.
That guy's been rangering his own life for 20 fucking years. Good job, that guy.
I would totally camp with Joy if
You have.
Yeah.
I saw it happen. It was pleasant / unpleasant.
It hurt my feelings a lot.
You invited me.
All right, then. Would you rather find out someone has been living in your attic without you knowing, or find 300 large spiders up there? That's from Cold Day.
Human being 100% no problem.
Yeah, and it's an incredible question.
Miss you, Cold Day.
Fabulous cold day. I am much more ready to deal with a human being who's been squatting in my attic.
Then 300 spiders.
Like, I know I'm going to get 290 of those spiders. I have a salt shotgun for it. But the bigger ones sometimes take 2, 3, 4 shots till they stop moving. That's a lot of salt.
I think Cold Day might not know how likely it is for all of us to suddenly have someone living in our attic unexpectedly.
I'm surprisingly good at ousting people from my premises.
I have lived in the Pacific Northwest long enough that 300 large spiders doesn't seem like something I would be surprised to find in an attic in any way.
But also, would a human being be surprising to find in an attic?
Every time.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Fair enough.
While we're talking about spiders, Max just ran his fucking whiskers over my knee, and I swatted him in the head because A, I didn't know Max was in here, and B, we've been talking spiders. I mean, he didn't like me bopping him in the face.
Hi, bud.
Spooky Doogie wants to know if you would rather climb up Night at the Climb-In or roll down the wedge.
I killed it rolling down the wedge. I used to ski really well, and I used to water ski, and I used to skateboard. I can make it down the wedge 1 or 2 more times without hurting myself. Probably. Worst case scenario, you land on your butt, and you sit and slide like a toddler.
I'm climbing first. Like, I would absolutely, if no one was on it and I could just climb up and climb down, way over sliding down the wedge, I would climb up that set of cars.
I did them both, and they were fun, but yeah, a climb over a slide any day.
Yeah, both of them crowded is pretty dangerous. The wedge crowded, like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
The wedge is dangerous whether or not it's crowded.
I think you're better off with a crowd at the wedge, because then there's people at the bottom throwing foam things at you to help slow your descent at the end before you shatter your ankles.
I jumped over whatever, like, couch cushion they threw at me, because I was still going pretty fast down that wedge when they were like, here, this. It was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm on my feet.
Spooky Dookie also wants to know, because Spooky Dookie has an inquiring mind.
Active in the Discord, Spooky Dookie.
We get to meet Spooky Dookie this year.
In a way, I feel like
Seems
I've
likely.
already met Spooky Dookie.
Would you rather camp all the way out at K or next to the Esplanade Sound Camps?
K.
K.
So I've camped next to and with the Esplanade Sound Camps before. It's not my favorite. It's also not terrible, because you're behind the incidence of the projected sound, and the sound you are getting is like the real deep, loud bass that has traveled its way back through like a whole bunch of equipment to you.
Dear
and
listeners,
it's kind of soothing.
I want to introduce you to the concept of the noise floor. The noise floor is what your ear accepts as the baseline of what it hears. So if your noise floor is the slamming bass of a giant camp that is 200 yards away, it means that you can't really be disturbed by, someone like shuffling through stuff or getting up to go to the bathroom. When you fall asleep when your noise floor is that high, that is a fucking coma. That is sleep.
That might be the first year I got really good sleep on Playa.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember one festival I went to where I fell asleep with a really loud noise floor, and then I woke up because the stage started playing like pretty tinkly music, and suddenly my ears started working again.
Huh.
I can sleep through just about anything, but there's going to be a lot of assholes coming through camp if you're up on Esplanade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind being way the hell out as long as I'm close to a radial.
Sure.
I ain't camping in the middle of the block on K. Fuck that.
Well, you just take the quarter of the hour up and then you jog over and then you go up some more. Yeah, I'm also kind of half going deaf in at least one of my ears. So
You don't say.
yeah. So
how many times have your ears specifically exploded?
This year?
Like when I was a kid, at least a couple times. This year, twice.
Yeah.
Or in the past year, twice.
Yeah.
And I think 2 times before that. But that's recent. So like even better now to be in the sound camp. You guys come on up. We got Portos. All right. Spooky Deaky also wants to know, would you rather Kidsville or a sound camp?
A sound camp.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. People who bring their children, good for you, I guess. I don't want to fucking deal with them.
My stuff is already dusty. It doesn't need to also be sticky.
At some point, I will end up camping at Kidsville or around Kidsville, I hope, because I would like to take Code Adam out to Burning Man sometime. But in the sound camp is preferable to across the street from the sound camp, in my opinion. All right, Kazariah, would you rathers? If you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself? So, Kazariah, I don't know how hot dog nerves work.
Yeah, I was going to say that depends entirely on the physiognomy of hot dogs and whether you can feel pain. Like, is your bun your clothing? What is happening?
If I were an anthropomorphized Vienna sausage, I don't think it matters how it hurts because your teeth just sink through yourself and you dissolve in your own mouth. Because that's how loose farce do.
I mean, in a pretty significant way, we are human hot dogs. Just a bunch of meat in a
Hot
skin
dogs with a skeleton.
that crisps up when you broil it.
A long pork dog.
Yeah.
Yes, I would start eating myself if I were a hot dog. I also might do that if I were a person. But remember, Pica tells us that we can eat pretty much anything and fill our stomachs. Long before I, as hot dog D-Day, would start consuming myself, I'd eat a little bit of foam out of my couch, maybe. Maybe some tufts of carpet.
Oh, there's so
or some
much
dirt.
delicious drywall to be had.
Bark. What's wrong with bark? Beth, you eat your shoes?
No, I can't digest bark or my shoes, as you likely know.
Well, you got to boil it, but you're not a cook. You wouldn't know.
Nor does she prefer leather footwear.
Yeah, I've never seen you wear that pair of Birkenstocks I got you for your birthday in 2014. It's weird.
I've never had a pair of Birkenstocks.
They seem disgusting. They look like leather sponges for your feet.
They're so comfortable and they smell so bad the moment you put them on your feet.
Unless you wear socks with them all the time, and then they work fine.
No,
I just need protection for my toes. Who are these people that aren't like constantly slamming their feet into things?
Agreed.
Late bus, would you rathers? Oh, well, this is in reference to the previous one.
I see. This is a follow-up.
Yes. So Kazariah asked if you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself? Late bus interjects. I'm not a stickler for rules usually, but I feel like this is not the correct format. It has to be, if you were a hot dog, would you rather eat yourself or throw yourself down a hallway?
I mean, that is a very fair question and an obvious answer.
Kazariah responds, would you rather be a rules stickler or a French tickler?
I don't know, they're both kind of kinky.
I'm just gonna jump in here with the fact that the Swedes call people that we might call grammar Nazis comma fuckers.
Yeah, it's a great turn of phrase.
Yep, that's how we'll answer that.
So the next question we get is from Lexi, who says, I think the real question is, would you rather be a hot dog and eat another hot dog, or be a human and eat a hot dog that might have a little tiny bit of human flesh in it?
Well, that's moving into the world of vor. So awesome. And I assume that every hot dog that I eat might have a little bit of human
Right?
flesh
Like,
in it.
what is the fucking difference?
Have you seen those factories?
Oh yeah, there's a tiny bit of finger.
Those machines move fast.
I would like to believe in myself that every time I eat a hot dog, I accept and acknowledge that there's some small part of human flesh mixed in with all of these animals.
Unless you've slaughtered an animal and cleaned it and cut that steak off yourself and fried it up and eaten it, you have no real way of knowing what meat you're about to sink your teeth into until after you've sunk your teeth into it. Maybe not even after that.
Tube steak is tube steak, man. It's lips and assholes, but you don't know whose lips and assholes.
I have always been looking for an ethical way to eat a loin of human meat. And I just think a hot dog made a man, why, that'd be swell.
I legitimately ask that the people who outlive me consume my body.
Yeah, we won't. I've seen what you do to your body.
You can like burn it up first. You don't have to like eat it like a
some
sirloin
Beth Ash.
steak.
Mouthful of cremains.
Yeah.
Mix your cremains with some nice French sea salt.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want. Just consume me.
All right. No.
I
will let my cats at the time, maybe these cats I have right now, Beth, consume you when you're dead. How's that? I will absolutely feed you to my pets.
You can have bits of my body and do what you will with them. My preference would be to be consumed.
Okay. I hear your bits of your body, and I raise you slabs.
You can eat my body like a sirloin steak. Absolutely.
I want a calf.
You stake claim now.
I'm going to pound it out and make a humongous rouladen out of it.
100%. What I want is to be consumed.
Mm-hmm. Hot.
You got to make a chili with her since she could never enjoy peppers during her life.
Oh, that'd be great. A big chili.
Just Beth and bell peppers.
Well, it can't hurt me now.
So the last question in the Would You Rathers thread.
Wouldn't you druthers?
From Ghost Nawa. Really exceptional Would You Rather, Ghost Nawa. Would you rather drink hot carbonated urine or cold carbonated urine?
Difficult question. Tough question.
So I kind of think it's a tough question, but I also kind of think because of a scumbag experience I had when I was young, maybe it's not quite as straightforward as cold is probably better. There are a lot of very cheap wines that you can buy when you're underage in Pennsylvania if you've just got the confidence to try to buy them.
Everybody will we'll go ahead and just sell you a Carlo Rossi. If you're buying Carlo Rossi, you're in trouble. It doesn't matter how old you are.
You bougie asshole. I am talking about your chocolate ripples, your strawberry ripples, your night trains, and your Thunderbirds. Now, Night Train, horrible gasoline finish
Why you
on
call
that
me
wine.
bougie? You can get the Carlo Rossi because you want to share. You can get your own bottle of Night Train, and they can get their own bottle of Night Train, but it's the same for the one big bottle.
Look, man, I was drinking with hobos, not at the Rainbow Gathering. Night Train's slightly better refrigerated. The strawberry and chocolate ripple hardly matters because they both taste like candy anyway. The Thunderbird was so bad when I tried it at room temperature. I put it in the fridge, like, not for 3 or 4 hours, but for 6 to 8. And I took it out and took a big swig of it, and it was worse. It was worse cold. It was thicker. There was a slight slime to it. And I'm thinking maybe like a nice warm pee down the gullet, like God intended. Maybe a little bit better than colder and thicker.
All right, so here's the deal. You're going to taste a warm beverage more. Your mouth tastes things better when they're warm. So that argues for the cold. But cold liquids hold carbonation better. So there's going to be more bubbles in that cold piss, which is going to push the piss up into your soft palate and your nose. So you're going to be really appreciating the entire bouquet of urine as you sip your ice cold bubbly piss.
So that's 2 for warm piss. Beth?
I'm just going to say, like, I feel like I'm going to taste it less if it's cold. I'm just going to fucking splash it down my throat and swallow. Cold piss.
Well, listeners, if you're coming to the listener appreciation party in a couple weeks,
wow,
on Wednesday at 2 p.m. at a location that Rex will tell you right now.
It's going to be at Camp Got a Lot Going On, which is all one word with big capital letters inserted
got
in
a
the
lot
middle
going on.
of this big long word. I guess it's 2 words because camp is 1 word.
Camp got a lot going on.
Got a lot going on, which is located at 345 and A.
God damn it, that's a long ways away.
It's really not that far away.
It's
Yeah,
not that
it's
far away at all.
hugely far away.
Andy is going to take us in his art car.
When
His
is
name
the-
is Douche, and he
Andrew
will if he
Christopher.
still likes us.
I'm
is gonna
just saying,
take us
when is the
in his art
last
car.
time you guys walked 3/4 of a mile?
Like 2 days ago?
Yeah, we walked to the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point is, we are going to have a listener appreciation party on Wednesday, and at that listener appreciation party, if you just bring a little bit of your warm and or carbonated cold pee, we'll be able to see which one tastes better with a thimbleful of gin added to it. Why not? Slow gin pee. No? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right.
Yeah, I think does.
Okay. Before we get to our AMAs, we're going to Burning Man / already at Burning Man by the time this comes out.
Holy shit.
I know,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
I'm kind of excited.
The excitement is there underneath all of the frustration and anxiety, for sure.
Is there annoyance? Yes. Is it because I should have sent out an email asking people for money like a week ago so that I can buy food for a kitchen on Playa? Yes. Is that their fault? No.
No.
It's fine.
We've hit that period where, like, I have things to do, but I don't have enough things to do to fill up the time I have left. And so it's hard to know when to do those things. Because then if I have no things to do and time to fill, it's going to feel anxious.
I just have like the time of like realizing how avoidant I am as a person and how I overcome that regularly through the crushing pressure of capitalism.
Meditation, I call it.
Like I can only do this because if I don't, I'll lose my fucking house. And then running into it here in this place where the whole fucking point is not to be crushed under capitalism. It is very hard facing all of my avoidances and being like, oh, this is a bunch of complex conversations that I need to have with people that I like and respect and some that I don't. And I need to do all of those now. Some on the fucking phone like a goddamn boomer.
Beth, you say that Burning Man isn't all about capitalism, but if that were true, would they be asking for charitable donations?
Are they?
Yeah, people were upset about that like 9 months ago.
Oh, yeah, no, I like it. They're a nonprofit. That's what they're going to do. That's what nonprofits do.
The cost of my ticket. should pay for everything Burning Man does all year, Beth. For fuck's sake. Did you hear about Fly Ranch? They could just sell Fly Ranch once.
Oh, wow. Those are people who have never looked at Fly Ranch.
Or a budget.
Oh, whew, yeah.
If you haven't looked at a budget, you can send us an email at accuracythird@gmail.com, and we'll send you a nonprofit budget.
Oh, shit.
You'll hate it.
Yeah, you know what I'd love? If you feel like you are someone who has an easy solution for how we can make Burning Man, like, profitable and sustainable, please come talk to us.
Oof. Mm.
Are you a comptroller? Please reach out to us on social media.
We've got some comp that needs trolling.
Beth, so when I came into the studio this afternoon, I saw that you were looking at our new old piece of swag. What's exciting about our new old piece of swag?
Oh, shit. I really like this one. So we got a new old patch made. This is one that I can see. It just really feels like the fucking construction sign. Mm-hmm. And I can see it from a mile away on people in a way that I quite like. And so I'm pretty delighted.
It's our old yellow and white with the green Mohawk alien logo, our iconic logo.
It is the swag that is absolutely worthless as promotional material because the QR code doesn't work in stitching, and it doesn't say Accuracy Third on it.
It's much better than the original stitching we had.
It's super hip, though, because you don't need to say it. It's like the folks who know.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's the only patch that doesn't say fuck on it somewhere on my fuck fur jacket. I figured I'd represent in the least representative way possible.
That's actually pronounced faux, D-Day. It's faux.
Fuck fur. Fuck fur. You know, fuck fur.
What's a fuck fur? Making babies, stupid.
Our yellow construction sign patches, those will largely be available in the studio. So if you'd like one, come by the studio and interview with us, and you can get one. And you know what? Why not? If you interview with us over the phone, we can put some patches in the mail for you.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I love this.
Just send a stamped self-addressed envelope, too.
Beth's address.
God damn it.
Insert Beth's personal address right here, and also her address at work, in case she doesn't respond to you when you come by her house. On top of our old new swag, we have new swag, Beth, that we'll be handing out at Burning Man this year. I know. Oh, shit. New patch. New red patch.
Oh, my God. This is a great patch.
Custompatches.com. I usually don't promote the people that make our swag for us. I don't know why. They're all great people. Some of these great people, custompatches.com. Find us at the Burn. You get yourself a patch.
Yeah. These are great. These might be the most detailed and nicest looking patches we've done.
Thank you, Beth. Would you like to describe it or just blow smoke up my ass?
No, why would we describe this? They're going to come out and grab one or not.
It's square. Red. The alien is kind of cyborgy.
And let me be clear that the other patch was also square.
Yeah, but on its point instead of on its side.
Yeah, it's a diamond orientation.
Sharp edges.
They do good work in a bunch of different shapes at Custom Patches. They're my favorite. And also, the non-alt-right sticker company, Fuck Sticker. We use Sticker Junkie, who, when they send you stickers, they also send you an envelope of their stickers that they make for their own company, one of which was, we won the sticker wars. Then in parentheses, if you know, you know. Because a year or so ago, we found out one of the sticker companies was an alt-fash sticker company.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those real First Amendment rights. Why shouldn't the Nazis have swastika sticker companies?
Yeah, I think one of the stickers that came with this order said, fuck Nazis.
I believe it does. Sticker Junkie.
Yeah, you should throw that in every fucking thing you send out ever. Aw.
A counterpoint to our cyborg helmeted alien patch is a 3-tongued alien skull sticker.
Yeah, this feels like a thing you needed to make.
Thank you. It really was. I wanted to put it on my truck, but that sticker tore when I tried to put it on the truck. So that was just a waste of money. Just a big waste of money. So my truck will be boring at Burning Man. No time to paint it.
Yeah, you gotta really budget your time carefully in the run up to the burn.
Yeah. Oh, man. Waning weeks. Not even 2 weeks left.
Hot sandwich.
All right.
All right. What are we doing? Where are we? What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe we can talk about our playa wishes for this year or something like that. Something real normal and corny and crunchy like that.
Gross.
All right.
I just came up with that right now. Doesn't that sound horrendous?
I kind of want to leave.
Rex is leaving the studio. Your playa wish.
Goodbye, accuracy third. This was Rex.
Beth, what do you hate about what I said?
That we need to be recording for this long.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we could do a much more expeditious time this time. In helping with that, Beth, once again on a burn barrel, we're going to try the new fancy grocery store gross can of something that I got.
Oh, Jesus. This again?
Look at the colors of this. Look at that yellow.
Lemonista, naturally. Pink original.
I drank one yesterday. I'm not going to tell you what I thought of it, but
hold on. Let me get a close look at this.
I gave a sip to Phoenix, and she gave me a look, gave it back to me, and left the room entirely.
Oh, God damn it. Carbonated grape wine with natural lemon puree.
Oh, God.
This is a lemon pink champagne. Oh.
Well, you got it in your hand. You got to try it now.
All right.
Really aerated on your tongue into the mic. People have been asking for more ASMR.
It's really got the bouquet of like freshly opened Welch's.
But the good Martinelli Welch's.
No, like the purple came with your school lunch Welch's.
Grape Aid.
All right, here's the thing. I hate it.
Oh, okay.
But I also don't hate it. Like,
it's not the Lemonista you wanted, but it's the Lemonista you need.
if it were, let's say, not wine, it would be lovely.
You want that malt liquor aftertaste to it?
I don't even get a malt liquor aftertaste to it.
It smells weird. I'll give you that.
Like the dryness is nice. It's a little metallic.
It's kind of like in the middle of your white wine, there's a cider.
Yeah, the wininess is doing it no favors.
It's like, oh, I had a nice sip of cider, and then some wine punches you in the back.
So it's a bad sangria.
All sangrias are bad sangrias.
That one's not chunky.
It's like a limoncello that someone made a really bad decision around.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it was a rotten San Pellegrino.
I love that it's like being like 80 calories per 5-ounce serving, in which this can has 2.5 of.
The alcohol isn't calories yet, Beth.
It's 8%.
Yeah, no, it's delicious.
It's wine.
It's
actually
really going to
kinda-
speed us through this
That's
recording.
light wine. It's heavy beer.
Yeah, it's kind of weak for a wine.
Wines are like 11, 12, 14.
But this has been reduced with all the lemon puree they shoved in it. They mean rind. You know that, right?
Well, you know, it's a little hard to recover from. I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, poorly executed.
This is my version of Hot Ones. I give you some really shitty booze that tastes bad and isn't strong, and then I ask you some less than insightful questions. But I got to tell you, the AMAs are better than the Would You Rathers that you just listened to because there's a lot less piss questions in this one.
Would druthers piss?
We've actually got some really good AMA questions, which is a good thing that you know that now because you're about to listen to them for the next bunch of minutes.
Well, reckon I'll be the judge of that, and then they'll be the judges of that.
Rick de Shrubs wants to know, if you could miniaturize one animal and keep it as a pet, which animal would you miniaturize and why?
Oh my God, that's an incredible question.
That's what I'm saying, Beth.
Good job.
Yeah, shout out to Rick de Shrubs.
Yeah.
You should be much more active in the Discord.
Bear.
Yeah, a little tiny bear.
Okay, but like what size bear? What size do you want its maturity to be at? Like
Bear cub. I want a bear that never gets bigger than cub.
so Chucky sized,
I want a smaller bear than that.
Little bigger than that. Like
bigger than Big Sister.
big as a medium-sized dog.
Yeah, that's a good bear.
Yeah.
So like 65-pound bear.
Yeah.
Whew.
Maybe a bit less. Maybe like a 40-pound bear.
I want a 12-pound bear. I want a like cat bear.
But you're also going with bear.
Oh no, it was just the right choice. But let me think about it for a second. Like, because bear's already taken and I get to hang out with Rex's bear, I'm gonna say I gotta go for uniqueness and originality.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You going with elk?
No, I want a sloth. Like one of those big 3-toed sloths, but like the size of like a sugar glider.
Oh, a little pocket sloth.
Boy.
Yeah, a little pocket sloth.
So, and since you'd be carrying it around all the time, you'd be able to demoss it.
We don't live far enough north for it to get mossy.
Fair. Never thought of a pocket sloth. That's pretty great.
You'd only ever have to clean its
Congratulations,
cage
Beth.
like once a year.
I kind of think, what are those little pigs called?
Potbelly pigs?
Yeah. Like an elephant the size of a pot-bellied pig.
Oh,
I kind of like the idea of a giraffe that only goes up to like my hip. I think that those are animals that entirely have the wrong ego and sense of the world to be like a 2.5 foot tall thing. But I really think like an elephant would be a good cow type pal to have at knee height.
did you know that there were miniature mammoths?
Mammoths weren't as big as like the conventional elephants we have now.
There are mammoths that are about 3 feet tall.
Well, then why did we name them with such a big word?
It's ridiculous.
We
And
should have called them woolly mediums.
they were living out on the Channel Islands off the coast of California.
Oh, cool.
That's where little
pretty
miniature
awesome.
mammoths were for 1,000 years or something. Because on the islands, creatures tend to get smaller.
Elephant was like the first place my brain went because like elephants are great
And they're huge.
and they're huge. But I just don't think it's fair to make an elephant not huge. Like what an elephant's got going for it.
The first place my mind went was like a deer. Like a deer up to my knee.
Oh, they already make that. You get yourself a
Little
dick.
Dick.
What a ridiculous name for a pet.
Do you know
I mean,
about the dick?
I do know about the
They're
dick.
so cute.
But I also don't think that an animal that small would be happy in a yard this big. And also dumb as a goat.
I imagine if we had like 3 or 4 dicks just hanging out back here, they'd have a grand old time.
Yeah.
There's enough grass for them to browse off of.
Well, I would like to get rid of all this fucking grass. Okay, let's talk about this offline. By the way, Beth, apropos of nothing in these AMAs, love the human music. The human music is canon now.
Yeah.
Listeners, you will be hearing a lot more of the human music. Front Tug asks, what's your best advice for a new burner coming to the playa for the first time this year? This year being 2015. This advice.
15, 20, 25.
Oh my God, 2025. This advice is only for 2025 and should not be applied to any other year of going to Burning Man than 2025.
A decade ago, no longer relevant.
Well, given that this episode releases about the time most people are already well underway to Burning Man, my advice was have planned better.
Oh, terrifying. Awful. Hey, have you considered that you could have planned better? What did you forget? What did you forget?
Well, they're new. They don't even know that you can forget things.
Maybe you should buy $100 in this corner store. Who knows? Maybe you need 1,000 packs of gum.
Are they
Would gum
going
be
to
nice?
have wood for me out there? Can I buy wood from Arctica?
The worst. What an anxiety-provoking
Okay,
idea.
so here's my advice. There's going to be a bunch of vendors around the Nixon store. Do not buy and wear the clothes they sell.
Full of lice?
No, you're just going to look like a narc.
That's a really good plug, Rex. That's right, listeners. Go to burnernarc.com. Burnernarc.com, your source for all of the new swag that I've been developing in the past couple months, including Cold Water is Violence and Dumb is 3 letters away from fun. Real proud of that one.
That is good.
Yeah, I got to write a country song to go along with that.
That's annoying how
Thank
good
you.
that one is.
Yeah, no, and it is. And it's fun to look at, too. BurnerNarc.com, your source for all your Burner Narc needs. You fucking narc. You fucking cop, you piece of shit. You're not a part of society. You think you're better than. Fuck you, cop.
Nobody is going to compliment your sequined captain's hat.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Sorry to Front Tug for that response. Front Tug asks, and what's your best advice for an old crusty as fuck burner coming to Playa for the 1,000th time this year?
Stop at the Nixon store and buy yourself a sequined captain's hat.
Yes!
And just enjoy the opprobrium.
Yeah.
Yes!
Just revel in it.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a great response. I have one because I've been working on it I've been working on how to do camp orientation in a way that is talking to the people who have been there forever and the people who are brand new. And I guess it's kind of simple and a little dumb, and it's basically just numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that this city is the 3rd largest city in Nevada.
Or 4th.
For the week that it exists. Think about hundreds of people putting together art projects, about thousands and thousands of people on the roads and in the air coming here to make something together. Think about the scale of it all. Like, I sometimes forget because I'm just in my little crusty corner with the thing that I can wrap my arms around, the number of people I know, the project that I know we do. And for my crusty burner heart, it's about reminding myself about how huge it all is. And the fact that the detail that I'm putting in is being put in by thousands of people.
Pretty cool, Beth. Pretty cool. I think if you are an old crusty burner, it is your responsibility to do the things that you usually spew your derision at as an old crusty burner. If you are somebody who does not go to the dance camps, you should dedicate one night to going to one of the dance parties, anything other than the white party, in my opinion. I will see you at Camp ? At least once or twice.
Are they even legally allowed to have the white party after the Diddy thing?
I did not consider that. But yes, this is Burning Man, but come on, guys. Like, no white clothes, not even at the white party.
So D-Day, if I might paraphrase your advice, you're saying free your mind and your ass will follow?
Yes.
Be
Yes,
colorblind, don't be so shallow?
Great. If you're afraid of heights, you don't have to climb things. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the experiences that you usually discount because they're not for you. Go step outside of your comfort zone, slip a slightly different reality tunnel over your head like a sock, and see what's so fun about what the other people do. This year, I'm going to introduce myself to people like a fucking stooge.
Get it.
Yeah, like one of you people who needs to interact with other folks to feel complete as a human being.
Oh, that's so good for you, D-Day.
I thought
Thank
you were
you,
saying that you were
Beth.
going to be pulling a Larry. Or a Curly, even?
Oh, thank God. I thought you meant Larry of the Hat. No. I would never presume to step under the hat of the Larry.
Well, you said stooge, and I didn't think you were going Iggy.
Oh, my God. Tangent alert, tangent. Have you guys seen The Dead Don't Die?
No.
Well, pretty good Jarmusch. Lower top third Jarmusch films. Really good Iggy Pop as a recurring zombie in that world. Actually, Ziggy Pop, done up like a zombie. Lines, only real zombie noises. Jim Jarmusch just gave us Iggy Pop as a zombie for a while in this film.
Yeah, I don't need to watch another Jim Jarmusch movie. I have yet to like one.
Not a lot of walking in this one.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes
Didn't
they
you like
just
the one
stand.
with Tilda Swinton as a vampire?
No.
You loved Tilda Swinton as a vampire.
I loved Tilda Swinton. I like sometimes a great performance happens in a movie that I don't care about.
I feel like we need to have this conversation with Joe. Joe likes that Tilda Swinton vampire movie.
I haven't seen that one. I like some Jarmusch's, mostly Ghost Dog.
Oh, yeah. I think Joe likes Jarmusch, or at least he's made me watch most of those movies.
I mean, I've watched most of those movies. They're intolerable in the way that, like, this man is a talented director who's going to make me watch someone walk down a hall or a sidewalk for like 15, 20 minutes during it. But he's doing his thing, and some of his thing is boring. And also, he made Johnny Depp a Native American, and Johnny Depp went around promoting the movie, pretending he was Native American.
That's right. He did that terrible Lone Ranger.
Well, that too.
Ow.
Oh, wait, no, that's Dead Man.
Yeah, Dead Man.
Ugh, they're so bad they mashed together in my brain.
Those are very different films.
They are.
And that was our Jim Jarmusch digression.
Sorry.
Stage Dive would like to know, where did you go camping on the Oregon coast? I'm thinking of a camping trip in that area to meet my Bay Area friends halfway. Well, Stage Dive, let us tell you. That place is called the Dunes, and you should definitely plan an entire weekend hanging out with your friends on the Oregon Dunes.
The Dunes are a great place to go camping, but I strongly suggest if you're meeting your Bay Area friends that you just like go down to Arcata, like where there's real hotels and a nice, like go to Trinidad, go to Mendocino. It's full of art. Just go to a place that has stuff instead of going to the only dunes camping in all of Oregon, which is fabulous.
There's actually a bunch of other options to camp at Oregon Dunes apart from where we camped.
Yeah.
They just all cost money. The spot that I went to because it is free.
Things were hard back then.
It's still hard. It's a very hard place to get to.
It was beautiful.
And I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, except that it's at the southern tip of the Oregon Dunes. But there are like legit campgrounds with facilities and stuff just like 10 miles north, and it costs whatever national parks cost. Oregon Dunes is pretty great. Pretty great. There's also so much BLM land in Northern California and Oregon to choose from if you want a more adventurous free camping experience.
Yeah, but also don't go to, which one is it? Is it Gold Bar? They're really freaking... Just be aware that random small towns on the Oregon coast are really fucking fashy. Like,
we saw a guy with a swastika tattooed on his neck when we were getting gas on the way home from there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just like be aware. Small town Oregon, like I love small town Oregon beach towns because it's a like roll of the dice between like
hippies and Nazis.
Yeah, the Shakespeare Festival and the fucking Nazis. And you don't know sometimes until you're in the gas station and looking at the fucking flag they pinned to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. But was that Stage Dive that asked?
That was Stage Dive, and our answer for you, Stage Dive, is Mendocino is nice.
But also Stage Dive, if you want the actual details on how to get to that spot, you can DM me on the
Discord.
The Discord.
And if any of the rest of our listeners would like to join the Discord, the link is in the show notes. And in the Discord, you can literally ask the three of us any question you want in our AMA thread. And sometimes we'll give you our co-host Beth's address so you can leave her gifts outside of her gate in the night. Rex Scott K from our Discord asks, is Burning Wish still a thing?
That's a fine question. I believe so. I haven't touched base with Slim in the past year or so, but I haven't heard about it shuttering. Hold on. Let me Google that for you.
No. Scott K can Google that. Moving on. Stage Dive, our friend again, Stage Dive, recent episode feature, Stage Dive. When will the listener appreciation party be at Off Center Camp?
It's not going to be at Off Center Camp.
Yeah, my nuts
The answer is
receded
never.
right up into my abdomen when, like, I read that for the second time after I was like, well, it was at Center Camp. And then it was like, at Off Center Camp. Our camp? You mean my home? Whoop.
Yeah.
Up and in.
It's not there, but it will be on Wednesday at 2?
Wednesday at 2 o'clock.
2.
This camp got a lot going on.
At 3:45 in A, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. I remember that from writing it in the show notes.
To answer, by the way, is that yes, Burning Wish is still apparently quite going, in that their website is still up and has a current year copyright. So it sounds like it. They're looking for volunteers. Burningwish.org.
Google it. Glowworm asks, did Accuracy Third ever get anyone from a turnkey or plug-and-play camp to come on the show for an interview?
Oh, shit, no.
Glowworm, the answer is, please, if you know anyone who has ever been involved in the operations of a plug-and-play camp or has even attended as a plug-and-play
We
guest,
will absolve them of their sins.
we will give one of these patches that you can only get from interviewing.
We will desparkle your pony.
Oh my God, please, please. Anyone, if you are one of those people and have any inclination to come chat with us, look, we're not going to be mad at you.
We'll send you out in a contraband DPW hoodie. You can fly your stolen valor.
We just want to know. Just tell us about it. You're very welcome. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah, I think it is a legitimate part of the culture to investigate, and I would like to investigate it fairly and open-mindedly in exactly the way that I refuse to investigate Zionism. Also, a question on our AMA from our Discord contributor and former guest, Compost Queen.
Compost Queen!
Question for Accuracy Third. How hard was it to secure the greeters bar for this year's listener appreciation party?
Last year's listener appreciation party?
No, they're stirring up shit, and they want us to just do a renegade listener appreciation party at the greeters bar. I say that the listener appreciation party at the greeters bar is Monday night at 8 p.m. when we will walk less than 3/4 of a block to the greeters bar.
Beth won't be there.
Monday night I will.
Oh, is it?
Hey,
right.
high five. Monday night.
Yeah.
We'll stop by the greeters bar on our way out to whatever we're doing that night. Come meet us then, if the greeters even have a bar. No greeter has ever invited me back to greeters camp. Shame on me.
I would like to say, how easy is it? It's so fucking easy, like all the greeters.
Does greeters even have a bar?
They have a room.
Don't know.
I mean, I've like hung out at greeters a couple of times.
You know what? I feel like when I'm hanging out with greeters, it's just someone who's like, hey, you want some whiskey?
Yeah. It's always just like, here, sit down in this camp chair.
Hey, do you want to fold some papers while you're here?
Never been there. I've
what's
been
really
to
fun?
the frontage.
Whitewashing this fence.
But I'm going to have to go get my own whitewash. It does look like you're having fun, though. I can use your whitewash. All right. Snarkle Pony from the Discord. Everyone join the Discord. Question for Accuracy Third. Okay, guys, you got to stop saying that. We know. Clean up your threads, then you won't have to point out who the question is for. Snarkle Pony asks, what the fuck were you thinking releasing a 6-hour podcast? Well, Snarkle Pony, what we were thinking was it was going to be too obtrusive for me to do a full job editing down Zeno's like 14 hours of audio from Playa Resto. So you guys got a real rough cut so I could go back to editing our actual episodes of the podcast that don't involve a 50-minute long button on the end that like I only kind of listened to as I was falling asleep one night.
And I'm going to say, what are you talking about? It was great.
Yeah. Also, like, it's real easy to stop listening to a podcast you're uninterested in.
Yeah, take that, bro.
Sorry for the content.
Tell us what you think about it down in the comments.
All right, guys, from here on out, 15-minute episodes only. And we're going to film them all in portrait mode.
It would take so much more time for
do
me to edit one of
15-minute
these
episodes?
interviews down to 15 minutes than what you guys get.
I was
Can
immediately
you fucking
panicked.
imagine?
Yeah, it's terrible.
And like, that's what they do on like NPR segments and news segments and shit like that. Like the interviews that you see someone speaking for 45 seconds of is a 2-hour long interview.
And that is why it's a crime against the American people. It's treason.
Yeah, sue them all. All right. Punisher Lamplighter asks, if there was any event and price wasn't an option that you would want to attend that isn't burn related, what would it be?
Ooh, there's some pretty cool shit out there. I'd love to go to Edinburgh.
Oh, absolutely. But like, I would want to go to Edinburgh the same way that I go to Burning Man. I would want to do it.
Like a bunch of drugs and just go like scream in the streets about theater.
I mean, I would want to do that too, but I would put on a one-man show, and you would help me produce it, Beth.
Oh, okay. I see how you mean.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Art Basel.
What's that?
It's down in Florida. We've heard about it in one of our episodes.
There are several of them. There's one down in Florida, but they're all over.
That's the one I know about.
There's one in Basel,
Basil Fawlty?
Switzerland. I'd like to go to the Krampuslauf.
Oh, that seems cool.
I want to go to that thing, which isn't Burning Man, but is like Burning Man up in the Arctic Circle, where it's a bunch of fucking snowbillies being scumbags and blowing shit up and riding four-wheelers and snowmobiles around and shit. And I also want to go to whatever techno-futurist version of Burning Man exists in Neal Stephenson's The Diamond Age. I want to do, like, a nanobot Burning Man orgy. That's what I want. And I want Beth to pay for it. And I want Rex to figure out the logistics for me to get there and back to my life in time to pick up my kid from my ex-wife. And I don't want there to be STDs. But I want there to be a lot of money, and I want to have all of it.
So it's not really a festival, but I'd like to go to City by Michael Heiser, which is this absurd giant land art installation in Nevada. That's he spent 50 years building out, worked on it from 1970 to 2022. And it's just like a city scale space of earthworks that only a handful of people can go to on a given day. And it's expensive, but cool. Like, so cool. Mm-hmm. One of the craziest things about City is that there are very, very few photos of it because you're not allowed to take electronics in or take pictures. Just a few publicity photos, and otherwise you can't know what it is unless you go.
They can't find the GoPro that I keistered on the way in.
To me, that just reads as if there were 12 photos of this place, it would be uninteresting.
It might be. Might be a bunch of scrim hanging at the back of warehouses.
I'm super happy to see these big triangles in the middle of the desert, but maybe that's all they are.
People are always putting up big shapes, pretending like it's art. Like, if there's gonna be big shapes in the desert, it better be a painting of a desert, and there sure as fuck better be more in the frame than just big shapes.
Some of these triangles are ramps. Some of them are pyramids.
Two are red.
From the air, it does kind of look like a giant skate park.
Skate park for the gods. I'm just gonna go cheap and easy. Have you guys seen that thing on YouTube where like Scottish guys throw themselves down a hill after a wheel of cheese?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'd go to that.
Uh-huh.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I also want to do that old Irish thing where they try to pick up a rock. Great. Good answers, guys. Really killing this burn barrel. Hey, listeners, you having a good time packing? You driving up toward Sacramento or west toward Salt Lake City yet?
Oh my God, if you're on the road, yay. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake.
I would also go to Gathering of the Juggalos, but only if I had Oh, you said money is no object. So yeah.
Money is no object and STDs don't exist.
I would totally go to Gathering of the Juggalos and get like a 4-star at the closest hotel and just Uber my way back and forth.
Yeah, find out what Michelin rated restaurants are near the Gathering of the Juggalos and go to one on either end of being sticky with Faygo.
Just be a tourist.
Discord contributor Hopeful asks, Season 5, Burn Barrel 7, is there a place where I can find the attack questions?
Like the questions that we answered in that episode?
Answered in that episode. And the answer is kind of. We have a website. It is accuracythird.com, all spelled out. And the show notes for that episode exist not only on that website, but also in your podcast app of choice. Now, I apologize ahead of time for the show notes reading more like a poem than the questions we asked, but I figured I would read them right now. So, the attack questions from Season 5 Burn Barrel 7 are family shame,
Just think does.
And Avoidance.
I mean, that is quite cute, but I really question the decision to get them all tattooed down your arm. They're not going to look good as they fade.
To save the listeners from that nightmare of listening to me just recite words for the past 40 seconds, all of that will have been beeped out for about 2 seconds, and you can go to the website and find out what it said yourself. Unless you're a patron on Patreon, in which case you get the blessing to listen to that whole boring shit yourselves. Thank you for contributing to this project.
So that was a question about questions that we did for a previous Burn Barrel. This is getting quite meta.
I'm never sure if our listeners are honestly asking these questions or just fucking with us.
Schrodinger's troll.
I assume that our friends who are in the Discord are just fucking with us. Stage Dive asks, what is the context behind the buttholes for Beth channel?
Oh.
I mean, it's a beautiful, it is a beautiful and pure expression of buttholes for
Of a
Beth.
bit we're doing.
Yeah, I don't, if you look at it, you shouldn't have any questions about what it is and what it does, because the buttholes for Beth channel is...
They're pictures of buttholes and they're for Beth.
It's a bit. She's doing shtick. Homina, homina, homina.
But they're not buttholes for me. If they're buttholes for me, it's weird. These are buttholes for Beth.
Sometimes you improv something and it becomes a whole channel.
I love how art is like that.
Art do be like that sometimes.
All right, Stage Dive asks, again, what are your feelings about compliments?
I like them.
Yeah, who doesn't like to be glazed a little? It's.
It can be too much, but genuine compliments are really lovely. It's hard to hear them at times, but it's nice.
So here's the thing. As a no-don't sort of person instead of a yes-and sort of person, I have a knee-jerk reaction to specific compliments that is usually, well, your compliment is wrong, and this reason why I'm smarter than you is why. I really like compliments in the form of applause as a performer, and that's to my own detriment and understanding of the condition of actors, which is truly psychotic and unhinged. What sort of person just wants an ovation instead of some heartfelt compliments? But I'm good with criticism, so give me criticism. It is a gift.
If I'm going to be genuine about it, I vastly prefer compliments about achievements or accomplishments as opposed to inherent traits.
So I should stop telling you that butthole pic you dropped in the Discord is nice?
No, I mean, I spent a lot of time framing that.
Your brown flower looks delicate.
I don't need people to tell me that I'm smart or strong or shit like that. You can tell me I'm handsome. I don't mind that.
Sorry, it's all you're strong from this quarter.
Probably
studio.
make me smile.
Here, bend this rebar in half. You are strong.
I can bend rebar.
You can. Surprisingly thick rebar. If you guys haven't seen Rex just bend a
rebar.
3/4 inch thick piece of rebar into an L shape, you're really missing out. Late Bus asks, what are your feelings about condiments?
I never use them. They kill all the feeling.
Well, I mean, you don't have to get the flavored ones.
You said mince.
And that's called repartee. I love condiments, but condiments can be a blessing and a curse. You gotta have good enough food to put good condiments on. Just because you can repair some shitty food with a dollop of mayonnaise or ketchup or mustard, that is a crutch that does not justify the use of condiments in a culinary philosophy. But I think at a very deep level that grape mustard is one of the handful of pure joys that there are in the world. And that's what I'll say about that.
I don't know that I completely agree with that, because you can take the world's cheapest, shittiest hot dog in the saddest bun ever, and you add a little bit of terrible ketchup and everything is fine.
ketchup is like the great repairer of the culinary world.
I think we're all in agreement here about condiments because I like.
Beth exists off of ketchup and potatoes at Burning Man.
I could eat every vegetable in the world with a bowl of ranch.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Oh, ranch is so vile.
Yeah, and I love
Ranch is fine.
I love a garlic, whatever aioli. Mm-hmm. Those are quite nice.
Yeah, even that little tub of garlic cum that you can get from Domino's. That's fine.
Yeah, I like condiments. Pro condiment.
Yeah, 100% condiment.
I have 2 different jars of chili crisp oil.
And we have the
They're both
seasoning now.
delicious.
Beth, the chili crisp just has a dry seasoning now.
Why would you want that?
It's great.
You don't get the crisp.
You don't need it. Sometimes you just need the seasoning. MacGyver asks, and as a follow-up, what would you consider the most versatile condiment?
Sriracha? I don't know. That's butter.
Yeah, butter.
Yes,
But I thought it was yogurt.
but I think that like a condiment needs to be something you can you can put a dollop of butter on something.
Yeah, you can.
Damn straight you can on so many things.
Yeah.
Like the number of things that are improved with a dollop of butter far exceeds anything.
Yeah,
else you
but
could
that's
think
like
of.
saying salt. That's cheating.
Is it?
I believe it is not in the spirit of the question. The question being like
So we need to
mustard,
find
mayonnaise,
the pepper
ketchup,
of fucking condiments.
that nuclear colored green shit that they put on hot dogs in Chicago. Let's use the Chicago 7.
Oh. All right, so like I think the answer has to go to mustard because of its utility as an emulsifier. Like mustard is
They're all emulsifiers. Mayonnaise and ketchup will also emulsify.
mayonnaise is an emulsification.
Right. So it'll spread. But like I agree that it's mustard, but I think you can use all 3 of them to emulsify stuff. They're already like at worst gelatins.
Sure, I'm game for mustard.
Though I don't use mustard any more than any other.
But like if I have like a corn dog or a hot dog, if I have a thing that needs a thing, it often needs mustard.
Mm-hmm. And like I prefer ketchup on a hot dog and many sausages, but I think a great mustard is better than a great mayonnaise or aioli or ketchup.
The thing about mayonnaise though is it's got utility in that you can take it in so many different directions. A mayonnaise is like a base. Mustard you can't really take a mustard many more places than like hot or sweet. The mustardiness is so strong.
It'll give your sauces an edge. Like it can be used so many different ways.
It's a better ingredient than mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a more versatile condiment in terms of how it can be modified. I don't think there's an easy answer to this question. I think this question is a landmine, a minefield, a thorn patch.
So we're all going to just say barbecue sauce and move on.
Because we're feeling pretty white here already. Like we ain't even touched on fish sauce and like what can't you do with fish sauce?
It's another thing like mustard.
Lime juice is the goddamn answer.
I don't know, man. Yogurt's really good too.
I'm reverting back
So
to
many
butter.
things you can do to yogurt.
Butter is the answer.
Glowworm asks, y'all read any good books recently? Looking for a new novel for the summer? Chilling by the pool / river sessions. Well, it's almost the end of the summer, but we are going to Burning Man, and everyone should bring a book or 2 with them to Burning Man. I am bringing the handful of books that are like the most that author books of the authors that I am not familiar with from the streets this year. That's 3 of them. One of which I have a personal historical family sort of relationship with that I wasn't expecting to experience when I was just looking at the names of the different streets at Burning Man. And that is Downbelow Station, a novel that when I was 10 or 11, I was reading after I was supposed to be going to bed. And I did that a lot. I was a kid who got in trouble a lot from their parents. And my mom was tired of telling me that I should be going to bed when it's bedtime and not be reading. So she took Downbelow Station by a lady named Cherryh, who doesn't spell her name like Cherry.
CJ Cherryh.
CJ Cherryh, surname Cherry. And my mom took that book and threw it out or burned it or something. And as a child, I was never able to remember the name of the person who didn't spell their name right, and of Downbelow Station, which is a meaningless phrase without context. But I got that book to read at Burning Man this year, and I am looking forward to finishing that book, which I couldn't even remember the name of for like 30 years. So that's kind of exciting. I'm also going to be reading Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. And
who wrote Remains of the Day, which is not a science fiction book, but apparently this book is about cloning. And I got The Collected Riverworld by Philip Jose Farmer, who I am also not familiar with. I read, I don't know if I read all of the Riverworld things, but I think I did read The Collected Riverworld when I was an adolescent. Mm-hmm. They're cute.
Yeah.
One of the main characters is Tom Mix. Which is odd, but interesting. It's a, I don't have a strong recollection of it. I was an adolescent, so maybe they're shit novels, but it seemed pretty interesting at the time.
In terms of like old fantasy that if you never read it, you should give it a shot. Read Sabriel by Garth Nix. That's a pretty great YA fantasy novel. And I've been reading a lot of Rebecca Roanhorse. If you like N.K. Jemisin, Rebecca Roanhorse is a science fiction and fantasy author who is looking at sci-fi and fantasy through the lens of like Native American cultures and things like that. They're very creative and insightful.
Yeah, I was going to say that we've got a baked-in reading list for Burning Man this year in the street names, and maybe it's an opportunity for you to explore some authors you haven't gotten into before. I haven't read any Atwood.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Oh, fabulous.
Bleak.
Did she write anything aside from Handmaidens that would be interesting to tuck into?
Can't remember them off the top of my head, but if I look at a list, I'll tell you.
I just want to recommend one thing that my mom reminded me of that I'm going to be reading at Burning Man this year. A libertarian walks into a bear. The Utopian plot to liberate an American town. It's a nonfiction book about a town that became libertarian in 2004. And all of the ridiculous bullshit that sprung from it. I haven't read it yet.
Free State Project.
But I'm already recommending it because it's one of the things that I want to be doing with my brain while I'm hanging out at Burning Man, making fun of libertarians. Who doesn't enjoy that?
So you already recommended some Cherryh. I would recommend reading like almost anything by Phil Dick.
Oh, absolutely. And Kurt Vonnegut.
Oh, right, because he's K.
He's Kilgore.
He's Kilgore.
You can find out why many of my social media names are Kilgore Trout Fishing in America. And also, read Trout Fishing in America. And maybe in Watermelon Sugar.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I can co-sign that.
No one needs to co-sign Brautigan. Brautigan co-signed himself with a gun.
Yikes.
Yeah, like I feel like if you're going to read Brautigan, just don't and read Tom Robbins instead. It's funner.
Yes. I'm going to say don't just read Richard Brautigan. Read Richard Brautigan's The Abortion. But okay. Confederate General from Big Sur is fucking incredible.
I guess The Abortion is kind of relevant these days.
Yeah,
so my actual recommendation is pick up Thomas Pynchon's Vineland.
Yeah, Vineland's incredible.
Vineland is incredible. It's one of Pynchon's non-encyclopedic novels, so you can actually read it like in a couple of days. And
it's his most Tom Robbins novel.
Yeah, sure. It is also the source material for the upcoming P.T. Anderson movie, Battle After Battle.
Also probably co-written with Thomas Pynchon.
No one can ever know.
Nope. Just an uncredited guy on the screenplay. Probably not Thomas Pynchon wearing a paper bag with a question mark on it. Cold Day asks, what are the ratios for the creme de menthe / de bomb concoction? What do you call it? And do you mind me copying it? Cold Day, you are a fucking legend. And no, I do not mind you copying.
I mean, obviously, we're all copying your terrible jug of awful Gatorade and vodka. So, of course, you have the freedom. And, before D-Day or Rex gives you any real advice around this, I would like to say, you know what you should do? You should get a bottle of the bomb and just start experimenting and see how it feels to you.
Evil, Beth.
Yeah, evil. Pretty funny. So what we have is we have a fifth of a French bottle of creme de menthe, and we have ourselves a bottle.
A French name on it, anyway.
Yes. Sounds French to me.
Probably.
Oui, creme de menthe. So that bottle goes into a larger bottle, and in that larger bottle also goes 20 drops of the bomb. Now, I don't know what 20 drops means to you. 20 drops, as someone who cooks a lot, that seems like a very specific amount to me. Point is, you'll figure it out. Now, let that sit, stir it a couple times if you're feeling saucy. Wait 20, 30 minutes, and then strain it through a coffee filter 2 or 3 times until there's no longer any real sediment or pepper skin shreds left in your hot white creme de menthe. And finally, it is called hot white creme de menthe. And it is so surprisingly much better than either de bomb or creme de menthe. White creme de menthe specifically. Don't drink that green stuff. It's probably poison.
It's just some green food coloring. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose.
No one's ever told me that green number something in particular is terrible, but it's just an unsettling color of green. Why do things need to be a certain color like that? Just give us the weird piss-colored color it is. No one says no to a hot steaming glass of piss just because it's piss-colored. Not just cuz.
Next question.
Speebs asks, been listening through the season finally. Would it be poor taste to make a sticker that says, spoiler alert, Larry's dead?
No. No.
That would not be in poor taste. And we don't have time to make a sticker at this point. But by the time...
You ought.
You ought, but by the time this comes out, you might not have the chance to make a sticker either, unless you're a sticker company guy, in which case you can reach out to us at accuracy3rd@gmail.com and send us a free envelope full of stickers like Sticker Junkie does.
Yeah, you could also just answer their question on the Discord.
At this point, there is a design on burnernarc.com that says, spoiler alert, Larry's dead. We get like $1 or $1.50 from that purchase of that t-shirt because it is literally the least amount of money that we can take for me spreading my art seed to all of our listeners. But please.
Or theirs.
But enjoy yourself.
Absolutely hijacked that idea.
A spoiler alert, Larry's dead mug or wall hanging. Ghost Nawa asks, I'm arriving for Build Week on Monday. Antarctica doesn't open until midweek sometime. Advice on avoiding food poisoning and getting to have some fresh adjacent food? Well, Ghost Nawa, as someone who runs an entire kitchen on Burning Man for an entire week, may I recommend cans of soup and nothing that needs to be refrigerated whatsoever.
Yeah, what the fuck do you need ice for?
But also, you should be getting ice for a shift worked, I believe, unless you're working one of those bullshit jobs where they don't do that. In which case, start a union. Ask them why they're not doing that. You need ice to live. If you're a wuss.
Dry ice. Put a bunch of dry ice in your cooler. Freeze the shit on top of it.
I think that this human being is pointing out the very real reality of how important food is out there, how surviving is tough, and especially if you're coming out that early and there's no goddamn support for it. So, yeah, cans of soup. You know, don't get hypertension. You need a lot of salt. You need a lot of salt.
Speebs asks, has anybody talked about the prank last year where Death Guild reported Thunderdome stolen? Speebs, may I tell you, this is the first I've fucking heard about.
No, I fucking heard about it on Playa.
Well, Beth, let me tell you, share the gossip with me on Playa. so I'm not embarrassed all the time in front of our fucking listeners.
You just got to get your ass out of that kitchen, man.
Yeah, you were cooking for 4 hours a day.
I made the mistake of making Thanksgiving dinner last year. That won't happen again.
Yeah, no Thanksgiving dinner, no pizza.
Yeah.
Set achievable goals.
Yeah.
Well, we did, is the point. But like every year isn't a stretch year. So what happened with Death Guild reporting Thunderdome stolen?
It was still there.
Yeah, I heard it across the radios. I heard it from people, lots of, I would say, very playing it cool DPW people or totally clueless DPW people that I read into who were reporting this. I assume someone was like, everybody go out and say this out loud.
I actually didn't find out about this until some time over the past year and know nothing about it except that it was a thing that happened.
Oh, to me, it was presented as like the 420 Spire party.
Beth is hoarding information from us,
Sorry,
right?
Or maybe I did hear about it and I've forgotten because it was a thing that was obviously false when I heard it.
Could be.
Like you can't steal a thunder.
That's not possible. And if it was, it'd be very funny.
Punisher asks, for our favorite podcast hosts, if money were no object, what would you be doing full time? I would be acting and doing theater and being a theater producer and living that way. It's really fun. It's like the most impossible thing in the world to make money at, even if you do it really well and you don't spend much money on it to begin with. It is unconscionably expensive to produce theater and to make any sort of profit on it to live on. And it's already unconscionably expensive to just break even with the amount of money you need to charge for tickets for a small theater. Support small theaters. I would be doing theater.
Oh,
or this. I love doing this. Pay me for doing this. If you are wealthy, you can join our Patreon and pay me for doing this. Accuracy third. I do this all the fucking time. All the time, guys. We just need $280,000 a year, guys. Please. Guys.
That's a hard one for me to answer because I kind of have my dream job.
I'd also be doing porn.
It would be nice if I, earned a Bay Area living at my dream job. So if money was no object, I'd be doing this job, but have a higher standard of living.
I honestly feel like I'd be doing something similar to what I do right now.
You're killing it.
I really like doing education. I really like organizing with people. I really like making art. I like all of these things a whole bunch, and I feel incredibly grateful that my life gets to be shaped this way. So, I don't know, basically this, except with different people, if I had full say in what I was doing.
Though, I mean, there's kind of a vision thing there. Like, if money is really no object, if I have like Elon Musk money, I'm going to be doing some shit that's sort of the opposite of Elon Musk. I'm going to be
murdering people in the street for anarchism.
Overfunding some extremely radical social projects. Mm-hmm. Just pouring money into any effort I can find that will break the back of fascism.
You and I see it differently. When you hear money is no object, what you hear is that there's so much money. When I hear money is no object, what I hear is there's no need for money.
Yeah, when I hear money is no object, it means it doesn't matter what you pay me. I have all the money myself.
Right, I can just be.
But if money isn't a system that exists anymore, I would be running a community kitchen.
Fuck yeah.
All the fucking time.
Yes.
But I can't work in commercial catering or in a commercial kitchen anymore because I don't fucking serve you.
Oh, if the question is what would our role be in
a moneyless society?
In a post-scarcity utopia.
Rex would be space mayor.
No,
he'd be a really good space mayor, right? He could be in charge of that entire station.
I would vote for you for space mayor.
Well, I think that's your exit strategy, Beth.
I think I probably would be in kind of a therapeutic psychology area.
Yeah, like taking care of folks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would also be a guru in charge of a space
What do you
station.
think a director is, motherfucker? What do you think a goddamn artistic collaborator in theater is?
a king. The king of the boards! Lucky Charmer asks, and then there is a follow-up question / response to this ask. But the point is, Lucky Charmer on the Discord asks, I am late to reading this and possibly only marginally helpful in terms of us looking for a place to have our listener appreciation party. Blockhouse, the Steam Bath art car, has 2 to 4 a.m. Wednesday available. Do you still need a host? And Stage Dive responds, maybe next year we can have the party in the Steam Bath art car? I am 100% yes for a listener appreciation party in 2026 in the Steam Bath art car.
I'm open to this idea. I don't know that that thing has the capacity to host our party.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like, are you inviting us to go steam bath in the art car at 2 to 4:30 in the morning? Yes.
If you're talking about 2 to 4:30 in the morning, like Wednesday night, Thursday morning,
2 to 4 a.m. to be clear. They're not offering us that last half hour.
Right.
Sorry, 2 to 4 a.m.
That seems
like
doable.
Thursday morning, I guarantee you we'll be up and about.
Yeah, this is our time.
And in need of a steam.
But in general, if you will park the art car somewhere and we can have a party in front of it and go into the art car to both have a steam and a tub and maybe a Wii, I am all for that in 2026 as well.
Yes, if y'all want to coordinate for 2026, this will be your opportunity to get your hosts fully naked at the party.
And if you don't have a place to go Wii in the Steam Bath art car, may I recommend we have our party adjacent to some Portos? We can like make an L shape with some Portos and then
like
the Steam Bath car.
Hot wet next to Portos.
How fucking
That's the
funny would
best.
that be?
Sure, you can get it just open on one side into the Portos on the other. Where it's
You are not allowed to have hot water at Burning Man unless it is evocative of the Holocaust.
Hot water and piss reek. Let's go.
Thank you to everyone who contributed to our AMA thread on the Discord.
Wow.
You're the best. We're the worst. Sorry.
Have we now been asked anything?
We have been asked everything of the anythings as far as the ones that I captured for this recording because they keep churning them out and they're just talking their own shit in there and they're not just questions for us. So I really have to read through everything there and appreciate what's said so I can find what the questions are.
Police your threads.
Please keep asking us questions, specifically the person about which tiny animals we would like, because I'm going to hold this tiny bear, this tiny sloth in my heart forever. I can picture them hanging onto the little pockets.
And if you know how to use CRISPR and can CRISPR Beth a pocket sloth, I want to watch Beth cry at Burning Man after she kills her pocket sloth.
You can't, because I would cry at its existence. I have issues.
Or if you want to make fan art of the three of us with
Yes.
our dog-sized bear and
Yeah.
our pocket-sized sloth and our cow-sized elephant,
Yeah, if you want to draw
you have to permission.
absolutely, 100%. Doop, 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 doop.
This was a burn barrel. There's no real outro to this episode. It's not really an episode. We hope you've enjoyed listening to us ramble. I hope you're driving safe to Burning Man. If you're doing that, I hope you remember all your socks and your stockings and whatever important hygiene products you need, like eyelash curlers or hair curlers or I don't know. How do people hygiene? Doesn't matter.
And I hope we see you Wednesday at Camp Got a Lot Going On at 3:45. And we'll have Bacardi cocktails.
At 2
2 p.m.
on Wednesday.
2 p.m. Wednesday of the event.
3:45 at 2.
Don't come bother these people during setup week.
The
Or
music
strike
in
week.
this episode was by me and Beth. And of course, now you get to listen to Life is Excellent
Excellent.
on your way out the door.
What tastes like excrement? The sky is falling, but I ought to pay the rent.
Ba-dum, 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 ba.
Life is excellent. The tap water tastes like excrement. The skies rain poison, but I gotta pay the rent.
Be That was really fun.
That better be a rap.
Bro, you know I'm back. Bro,